So for my coding project, I decided to do mine based off the spider monkey, and I did this because we just finished our bio project, which was based on animals, and I already had a lot of information about the spider monkey, so I thought I might as well do it again. So here are my buckets. Um, I done research on the spider monkey's diet, where it lives, what a spider monkey's community structure is like, how they behave with humans or with other animals, animals that eat spider monkeys, how much they weigh, how much or how tall they are, what do they look like. Um, I decided to break up weight, height, and fur color into their own buckets because every time before I originally had a bucket about description, like it was just said spider monkey description, and it was just too broad. So like whenever I would ask certain questions, um, the machine wasn't able to give me an answer with high confidence. So after I broke it up, it became much easier for the machine to learn. So I might have to learn, to make a new machine model. I can pause for this real quick. So my machine finished learning. I thought I still had the one from yesterday, but I didn't. So now I can go and open my Scratch project with it. What I noticed before, what's been taking me a while to finish this was before every time I would like do the questions on Scratch, it would never answer as accurately as it would on machine learning for kids at this website, and I never really understood why it did that. Sorry, I meant to open it. I'm gonna have to find it real quick. Oops, sorry. Okay, now that I found it, it was in my downloads folder. I forgot I deleted the old one, tucked it, and put it in a different folder. So here's my Scratch project. Let me zoom out a little bit. I can just start from the top. There we go. So first, I chose a monkey because this is what my project is based around. And he's going to ask if you would like to know more about spider monkeys, so I put yes. And then if you answer no, he's just going to say, then why are you even here? Then he's going to ask you, what would you like to know about spider monkeys? And that's where all of this comes in. So if, let's just say, what do they eat? So this should be recognized as diet and then give me a response from the diet responses that I put for questions like this. We're going to see if the machine can pick it up. See, it did it accurately here. It says spider monkeys have a diet of fruit, nuts, and berries. Fruits, nuts, berries, and flowers. If the machine were to be asked a question and it's not at least 60% sure what to put, it's not going to answer and it's going to say, I'm not sure, ask me something else. So if I were to say like, what do, trying to think of a question that it might not know. Or it'd be like, what are dogs? Which is like completely irrelevant to this project. Yeah, so it's not sure about the question. So it's going to say, ask me something else. Here I have all my categories: height, weight, fur color, its predators, behavior, community structure, habitat, and diet. I also have different responses for each of the different types of questions. So like for behavior, I have 2 responses. These are like the 2 different ways spider monkeys behave. So when you ask a question about its behavior, it'll give you one of the 2 responses. And then I believe I have the same, no, one for fur color. In habitat, no, here. For habitat, I have 2 responses that I could give. So if I were to put where, I'm going to have to start a new video soon because I'm using Screencastify. I only have 5 minutes to make each recording. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off in the last video. I was saying how for the habitat response, there are two possible responses the monkey could give. So try to type in where do they live. Let's say spider monkeys live in Central America, and then I'm just going to do the same question again to see if I might get the other response. Here was the other response that they could have given, the exact countries that it's from. So my biggest challenge with this project was actually making the machine. For the longest, it wouldn't actually give me the option of making the machine, and I was wondering why. But I realized it was because I didn't have at least 5 examples in each category. So like where it says here, well before it did say here you need to have at least 5, and I only had 3 in some, so that's why I wasn't able to see any. And I just didn't realize that this would change after I put 5 in each. And then the second challenge was getting the machine to answer accurately. Before I made my second account, I was using the code from my first account. So the code from my first account didn't have the updated buckets, so that's why it wasn't giving me accurate responses. Not only that, I also didn't have lists of the new buckets that I made, and I just didn't realize that until a little bit later. And then those are really all my challenges for this project. I actually found making the code for this really easy, and I really like working with, I really like making my setting and everything and working with the monkey. Just want to make sure I'm answering all the questions. What I learned from this project was I learned a lot about how AIs learn and how descriptive you have to be, and how you can't really be too general, because if you're too general, and then like you may be too general and understand what you mean, but the machine's not, and neither would an actual human if I was being too general with them. So that's what I learned, and that's about it.